Hey, good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Spartan Gymnasium tonight, where the Sparta Spartans will be in their last game of regular season against the Spring Lake Lakers. Special night tonight because it's senior night, Coach.
Now let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting Lakers, coached by Rich Hyde. Junior, number 3, Mason Carey.
As we go through the Spring Lake starting lineup here, kind of a special night. We have one senior that'll be graduating. Unfortunately, did not get to play a lot of this season, and Mia Vandenberg. We'll hear her name announced here shortly.
Right. You know, and the one thing that I really appreciate about Mia, a lot of kids, you know, it's disappointing to finish your senior year on a torn ACL, and but as I've watched Mia, even over the rest of those games, seeing her encourage her teammates, seeing her being enthusiastic from the bench and talking to kids as they're coming off, and laughing and having fun with her teammates for the game. That just kind of shows the kind of leader that she is, and even when she's not on the floor, she was leading, and I really appreciate that about Mia.
Before we introduce the starters for the Spartans, first we want to bring out our very own senior, number 14, Mia Vandenberg.
And here comes Mia out now on her crutches and her new brace. I believe she just had her surgery. She is dressed in her uniform.
And now the starting lineups for your Sparta Spartans. Junior number 5, Brianna Driscoll.
Number 5, Brianna Driscoll will be starting tonight.
Sophomore number 10, Ashley Cowdrey.
Number 10, Ashley Cowdrey.
And junior number 11, Kenzie Armand.
Kenzie Armont, number 11.
Junior number 12, Paige Wilson.
Paige Wilson, number 12.
And the junior number 21, Britton Busen. Sponsored coached by Matt McCallum.
That's Britton Busen, number 21. Will be your starting 5 for tonight.
Coach, it was good to see a couple of kids back from injury. I saw Leah DeCover warming up today. That's nice. We haven't seen her in the last couple games.
Right.
Also, get to see Bella Valoni. I talked to Bella this week at her little sister's game, and she said, you know, she's no time limitations or any of those things. She said she feels like she's about 85, 90%, which when you're Bella, that's a pretty good amount. So
Absolutely.
Looking forward to seeing both those kids getting a little game time tonight.
Getting some valuable game time, giving some girls some breathers too. And there's the tip. Tip ball goes to Spring Lake. Going the opposite of direction of where we're at. Spartan a man-to-man.
Doug, it looks right away. I look at the size disadvantage. Britt Busen's really going to have her work cut out tonight. A little bit size-wise, a little outmatched out on the post.
I got to watch her. Went to the Spring Lake game, the away game at Spring Lake, and that girl is a powerhouse inside. So she will have her hands full. Unfortunately, or fortunately for us, that she did have some foul trouble too. So. Spring Lake comes into this final game of the regular season with a 5-13 record. Sparta did beat them last time they played. Spring Lake with the drive, misses, and there's, is that 33, Coach?
Yes.
Abby Perkins is her name, 33 Abby Perkins. She'll be one to watch during this game. Abby is a senior. I believe she's played all 4 years at the Varsity level. There's a 3 attempt by Boo Driscoll. Looks like we might have a push in the back. Ball will go to Sparta. And here we go, Coach. We got our first early substitution. Belly Valoni's coming in, giving Kenzie a quick breather.
Actually, they called that foul on Kenzie right there.
They did. They switched that out. I saw a Sparta girl going out of bounds to take the ball, so
that's 2 on Kenzie already. She picked up 1 on the first possession on the other end, and now another one there.
Oh, that's a great box out there by Paige Wilson. Ball will come the other way. Sparta working to get in their set. A little dribble drive by Cowdery. Paige with a nice ball fake. Driscoll with another shot from outside. Rebound goes to Spring Lake. They're going the other way. Pushing the ball a little bit. There's Bello already getting on the floor.
Yeah, good hustle. Great trap right there by Paige and Ashley, actually, to force that turnover, and Bella almost turned it into 2 the other way.
Yeah, it looks like they're doubling Abby Perkins down low. Britt's doing a great job on her.
The key sometimes when you have a big post player like that is not only on the post, but then the guard play, not making that pass into the post easy, making it tough on that perimeter kid to get it into her as well.
Dribble Lake by Spring Lake goes off the little hard off the backboard. Sparta gets a rebound, comes back the other way. Boo's got another 3 attempt, and she knocks that one down for Sparta's first points of the night. 3-2 Sparta.
Like that shooter's mentality, too good to miss another one. So I'd like Boo to get all of them wide open. She's squared up, good look. She needs to continue to shoot those.
Spin move there by Spring Lake, a steal. Sparta comes back the other way. Paige from the outside, just off the mark. Bella is on the floor again. Spring Lake comes up with it. Let's see if they work it into their big down below.
Nice.
Oh, we got an offensive call. Sparta basketball.
Nice job by Paige Wilson. Slid over there into help side. Took it right on the chest like you're supposed to. Knocked her down. Offensive foul.
Got 5:17 left here in the first period. Sparta's 3, Spring Lake 2. A nice take by Paige Wilson. That's a great shot, Coach. That's a great look.
Coach McCallum running his flex, or his state offense, he calls it state, but it's the flex offense. And his kids know how to run that, get great shots.
Spring Lake from the baseline there. About an 8-foot jumper. Pulls the Lakers ahead 4-3. Crowder with a dribble drive. Puts it back out to Paige. They've got their front court weave going on right now. Great look. Nice little ball fake, shot fake there, Coach. Gives her a nice little jumper.
You can tell in Spring Lake's scouting report that they're not going to give Paige a wide open look at a 3 tonight.
Spring Lake there with an air ball. And it will be Sparta's ball.
Another good job by Paige down low, trying to help out on Abby Perkins, double teaming down there a little bit. Good block out, was able to keep her off the board, and goes out of bounds off Spring Lake.
Now we have Aaliyah DeCubber, number 2, entering the game for the Spartans.
Yeah, Leah's been out, I think, with an ankle injury, so I was happy to see her warming up and back in the game tonight.
Paige almost gets the ball taken away from her. Great defense. Oh, offensive call.
Offensive foul against the Spartans, number 10, Ashley Cowdery, first.
Official kind of giving Coach McCallum a demonstration of what Ashley did there, what the foul was.
What was that foul, Coach? How did
by the ref's explanation, she lowered her shoulder into the defender and, yeah, called
initiated the
offensive foul.
contact?
Yep.
Bella gets beat a little bit there. That might be part of that game speed that she needs to kind of get back into being used to.
Right. I think, too, they're concentrated so much on that help side, and when she tried to recover to the basketball, then she kind of went out a little too vertical.
Dribble drive there by Spring Lake. Basket puts the Lakers back in the lead, 6-5. There's Bella coming up with a quick rebound. Just kind of know where the ball's coming off the backboard.
Right.
Was able to sneak that one in there, maybe not catching the rebound at the height of her jump, but was able to get the ball back. That's where her quickness really helps this team out.
Right, right.
Ooh, lots of screens going on there. Bella from outside, just short. Spring Lake with a rebound. Nice dribble drive to the basket, and the basket's missed though. And we've got a held ball. Looks like possession arrow is going to go to Sparta. Again, I don't see Spring Lake really looking to get the ball into their big, who looked really successful there early on.
I think part of their game plan is really spread Sparta out on that end, like 4 out and 1 in, and trying to use their quickness, which they must feel they have an advantage on the perimeter.
Ashley Cowdery with the scoop layup on the right side. Scores a 2 basket for the Spartans. Spartan leads 7-6.
Great screen by Aaliyah DeCover on that one as well.
Leah's doing a great job on their big down there, down low.
Freshman Kenzie Holland in the game. Grabbed her first rebound there.
There's Kenzie from way outside. Spring Lake doing a great job boxing out. Sparta's coming down with a kind of a one and done. Going to try to look to get some more offensive work here. Well, that's a nice little move to the basket. And maybe kind of a hip check there, Coach,
I guess. I don't know. Foul's called on Bella, which is going to be her second as well. So see if Coach McCallum, yep.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Coach McCallum not taking any chances here with Bella Valoni getting her second foul.
Good time to sit her. Minute 46 here to go. Tight game, but don't want her to pick up a third in the first quarter and end up having to sit her the whole second quarter. And it seems sometimes they come in bunches like that.
They
you
do.
know, you'll pick up
They
one
do.
there, and then you'll get a silly one the next time down, trying to overcompensate for having a foul. So.
Spring Lake misses the front end on the 2-shot foul and makes the second one. That ties the ball game up, 7 apiece. Cowdery directing her teammates where to go. With a dribble drive again to the basket, she's going to scoop it back up. Does create the foul. Ashley will go to the line and shoot 2.
One thing I'm noticing, Doug, is they're concentrating so much on Paige Wilson on the perimeter that there's no help side. So when Ashley takes it to the right, they're not helping down, staying out on that 3. Ashley's able to turn that corner and get to the rim.
So my assumption, Coach, based on that then, is that Ashley should get a lot of good looks then.
Right. Ashley and Kenzie, if she can, when she gets back in the game.
My guess, Coach McCollum will have Ashley back in probably in the second period.
Right.
Ashley gets 1 out of 2, puts the Spartans ahead, 8-7. About a minute and 30 to go here in the first period. Again, Britt's doing a wonderful job on Spring Lake's big. That's great defense.
Right.
I think it'll be Spring Lake ball.
that offensive set was really good that time, where they must be the coaches saying, hey, we've got to get the ball to Perkins down low. There was actually 4 on one side of the floor and just Perkins mid-post on the other.
Oh, we got another Sparta foul. I believe that might be an Aaliyah. That is Aaliyah to cover. That'll be our first. And we are at Sparta's 16th foul already with 1:10 to go here in the first period. We'll be shooting that 1-1 on the next. There's another foul. Quick second foul by Aaliyah.
Right.
And here comes our substitution.
Another freshman, Paige Longcore, coming into the game. Paige has really stepped up her game. Really has done a nice job. I was talking to Coach McCallum last week about the difference she's made for this team. She's so scrappy, works so hard, blocks out, does all those little things that makes your team better.
I've loved watching her play, Coach. You're absolutely right. Her physicality down there. She's going to give Perkins a good run for her money. Sparta comes back the other way, still leading 8-7, under a minute to go here in the first period. Ashley gets a dribble drive, Spring Lake cuts it off. Coach, can you explain this weave that they do here out front? It looks like they're really not going anywhere.
Right, so Coach is calling blue. So they're trying to get that screen off of the high.
Oh, might cut a foul.
Nope, they called a foul. I thought you stepped out of bounds. So Paige is setting those high screens, and they're looking really to turn the corner. One thing Coach McCallum likes off of this too is when you can get that screener to roll to the basket. Right now, Spring Lake is really up there though, and we're not getting a screen, so we really can't roll or can't go anywhere with it.
Paige with the ball. I think she's going to travel, and she did, unfortunately. A little excited to go to the basket.
Right.
Got to get that ball down first. Again, there's the aggressive play that you were talking about earlier.
Right.
She wants to make things happen, so I'd love to see that out of her. Her and Perkins are banging bodies down there on the block.
Freshman and a senior. It makes Paige might learn a little bit tonight too.
Spring Lake turns the ball over. About 20 seconds to go here in period 1. Couple double screen high. Nice little feed into Paige. And we'll have another Spring Lake foul here. That's going to be their 5th team foul. Paige will go to the line shooting 2.
12 team fouls in the total in the first half. It's a lot of fouls.
A lot of fouls. Makes the game go a little bit longer.
But I'll say one thing, the kids need to make that adjustment. As you try and tell your players all the time, instead of saying that's not a foul or rolling your eyes, you just need to make that adjustment.
In your coaching experience, Coach, I'm sure there's times where you see that in almost every game. The officials are going to officiate in a different way.
Right.
And then you just, like you said, have to make those adjustments.
And it goes both ways. Sometimes you need your kids to be more physical. They're going to let you play more physical. You need to be more physical then and not be satisfied.
Spring Lake gets a basket right before the buzzer. Brings us to a tie ball game here after 1. Sparta 9, Lakers 9. We'll see if we get Kenzie Armock back in the game here, maybe Bella.
Yeah, I know Coach McCallum's a little disappointed about that last sequence right there with less than 10 seconds to go. Give up a drive on the baseline and give up a layup to tie up the game at the end of the first quarter there.
As I mentioned, kind of coming in, Coach, Spring Lake has a record of 5-13. Sparta sitting here at 8-11. Their last game of the season. A lot of positive things, kind of getting them ready for their district play starting next week.
Right, and I think, kind of that second season, other than now that they're seeding a little bit for the district playoffs, but when you're coming in now, it's everybody's 0-0. So it's always that kind of a refreshing time as you're coaching the varsity level to kind of have that second chance, that second season. And for Sparta, building with all these, we've had three freshmen playing on the varsity, have that experience, and now going into our district, have that game experience now, so they're ready, more ready to play.
I just remember that, Coach. As you said, it's kind of your second season. Everybody starts 0-0. Unfortunately, it's win or go home. So Spring Lake starts with the ball here in the second period. Oh, we might have another hip check.
And I didn't get to see the first Spring Lake game. I'm not sure what kind of three-point shooters there are. Just as I'm watching our kids play, it seems like we're going out to try and close out on that shooter, but we're coming out a little too vertical. They're getting by us, and then we're trying to lean in, and that's where we're picking up almost all those fouls. Kenzie and Bella, and that one right there on Kenzie Holland.
I do remember the last game, though, in regards to another missed free throw there by Spring Lake. Paige Wilson had a phenomenal game. I believe she had 19 points that night. So probably another reason why Spring Lake's trying to shut her down today. There's a turnover by Sparta. Spring Lake's going to go the way. They're going to push it up a little bit. Well, Coach McCullum's yelling no foul. But Spring Lake does go in for the layup.
So Bella checked back in here to start the second quarter. But Kenzie Armock remains on the bench right now.
Bojuska from outside. Paige with a dribble drive. There's a reaching foul there. So Spring Lake will go to their 16th foul, which means their next foul, both teams will be in their bonus.
I think one thing that Coach McCallum is trying to do is trying to draw Perkins out of the paint on that defensive end, whoever she's guarding. Try and get them going away from the ball a little bit, draw her out. Clear up the paint a little bit, give your kids a chance to get to the rim.
Lakers up 11-9. It's a great take. Might have got a little bit of ball there. Spring Lake's going to try to push it again the other way. There's a good dribble. Good pass down low. Little jump hook just off the mark. Sparta rebound.
Other than that first bucket, I think that she got on the offensive rebound. The Spartans have done a great job on denying that entry pass, or when she does get it, making sure she's double or triple teamed.
Ashley from outside misses long. Paige tries to get the long rebound. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. It'll be Spring Lake basketball. Here comes Kenzie. Kenzie will come in for Boo Driscoll. I think Kenzie's ready to get back in the game here, Coach.
Right.
Let's see if she can make some things happen for the Spartans.
So looks like Coach McCallum's gone to 2-3 zone, maybe in an attempt not to have kids chasing too much all over the floor, where they can hang in a little bit closer to the spot, not pick up a foul.
That's a great pass down there. Spring Lake with another basket. That would probably help out a little bit from the foul standpoint too, what do you think?
Right.
If you go into that
Right.
zone. That looked like a foul there. No, there's no call there on Perkins. Looks like she might have tried to throw a hip in there. Spring Lake goes back the other way. Good ball movement here by Spring Lake. They're doing a phenomenal job. There's a travel. Sparta basketball. But again, as Coach mentioned, they are doing a wonderful job on Perkins down low, just denying her the basketball. And so far, it's just been with one person. There's been no double team.
Right. But always aware of where she is. I look and there's always somebody kind of hanging out pretty close.
I was going to say there's one of the first of few offensive boards, but unfortunately Spring Lake takes the ball away. We go back in the other direction. Looks like Sparta might be back. Wow. She just muscled that one there, Coach.
Right. Offensive rebound. Britt had her in the front. Bella had her behind, but just the size disadvantage for our girls. She's able to secure that rebound and put it back for two.
Of course, one of my favorite sayings as a coach is, you can't coach that height.
Right.
It's always an advantage when you can bring in a girl, guy, anybody into your program that's got some height in a game like basketball. East Sparta basketball down underneath their basket. Lakers out to a 15-9 lead. Oh, the ball's tipped. We're going to go the other way with number 24, Phoebe Saunders. She lays it up and misses the puppy. Sparta scrapping again. Phoebe Saunders grabs the ball off the ground. She takes it in for a layup.
8-point lead for the Lakers. Looked like Coach McCallum about ready to call a timeout, but decided against it.
Another block shot there. Oh, Spring Lake picking it up.
Travel.
Yeah. Sparta did a good job getting back. They had looked like they might have been beaten on that fast break, but Sparta did get back. Spring Lake missed the shot, was able to not get the rebound, but then we had a travel call on Spring Lake. So again, that aggressive style of play of getting back on defense. Sometimes you might not make a play, but you'll make the other team make a mistake.
Right.
Looks like Sparta's getting ready to bring Boo Driscoll and Aaliyah DeCover back in the game. Kenzie gets off a three, off the mark. Again, Spring Lake with another rebound.
Kenzie's got to be careful here not to pick up her third. I know she's used to playing more minutes, so she's having a hard time getting in the flow here a little bit. But if she can just play hard this half, rest of this half, and then be ready to come back in the second.
And that's, I think, the first bucket by Perkins. The ball did get down here on the post. I thought it was pretty good defense.
Right.
She just made a nice play.
Right, so she's got 6, 2 of them on those offensive rebounds, and then that one right there. But again, our kids really battled hard. We made it tough for her to catch. She just made a nice catch and put it in. I think we're doing a good job on the perimeter on ball side too, making that a tough entry pass. We're not letting kids just make an easy lob pass in there. We're making it tough on her.
As we watch that zone defense kind of play out, it's almost like they play that zone, but whoever's on Perkins is playing that person man to man. I mean, they're either. And are you seeing mostly fronting on the big, or they?
It's more like a 3/4, I'd say.
Okay.
They're not going all the way in front of her, but 3/4. Most of that body in front. When the ball is above the free throw line, they're on top of her. When the ball is below the free throw line, they're kind of 3/4ing underneath her. So again, if they do throw that lob pass, there's somebody going to be there and help side.
Hopefully on the help side. Correct. Right.
That's the plan.
So it looks like we have Armach, we have Cowdery, we have DeCover, we have Driscoll, and we have Valoni will be your 5 in here for your Spartans with 3:18 to go in the second period. The officials are here waiting for Spring Lake to come back out. Ball's in play. Sparta down by 10. Coach, we talked this about many times. You want to kind of take some chunks here, maybe get it to cut down to 5, maybe 4 before halftime. Kenzie working hard on the dribble. Good dribble drive by Aaliyah, and Aaliyah's going to get fouled. It's a good take.
Yeah, nice patience by the Spartans. Not in panic mode, firing up the first thing they got to look at. Kenzie, a couple of good ball fakes, hits Aaliyah. Aaliyah, a good ball fake and take it hard to the basket.
At this point, I don't see any remnants of her injury
No.
as she's out there. I know a lot of these girls are getting ready for, obviously, they still have districts and hopefully regionals and go a little further than that, but a lot of these are multi-sport athletes, and they do have their spring sports coming up. It's a good take there on Spring Lake. I think Sparta didn't want to create that another foul there, so they just kind of arms went up and
When I think about, I didn't see the game, but just by the way they're playing defense, they're really keen on Kenzie. They're not going to let her dribble one-on-one. They're going to send two at her every time she starts dribbling. Just like when Paige is in the game, they're just going to guard her wherever she is. No help side if you're guarding.
And
Paige
Spring Lake
Wilson.
really has Sparta really spread out in this zone defense. And it looks like we might have Perkins is out of the game, I believe, right now, Coach.
Yep.
They do have another big. Long shot for two is off the mark. Sparta rebound. Kenzie going the other way. Coach McCollum yelling, go. That's a great take. 2 points, Kenzie Armont.
That's one thing that Kenzie does for you. She creates that energy. Good job on the defensive end. And even just like not letting 24 catch the ball off the direct inbounds pass. Just making things hard for the other team.
Saunders with the shot off the backboard. Sparta comes the other way. Here comes Cowdery. Ball over to Kenzie. Long shot there. Bella tried to, I think, maybe hit the ball off Spring Lake and was successful.
Yep.
Great play by Bella Valloni. Just a lot of movement. I don't see a lot of screens there. Not sure if that was a set play there, Coach. I didn't really just saw movement, but no screens.
Right. They kind of run like a circle.
1 minute to go.
I'll run a circle and hope for somebody to pop open.
I want to watch Kenzie not get a foul here. She just had a turnover with 1 minute to go in the period. I'm sure Coach McCullum would like to see that. We do have a foul. It's not going to be Armont.
Could be Bella. Hope.
I didn't see it,
Boo
Coach.
Driscoll.
Boo Driscoll.
Foul number 5, Brandon Driscoll at first, shooting for Spring Lake.
Which is good. That it was only her first and not Bella's third. And they were both right there helping out, challenging that shot.
Spring Lake struggling from the line tonight. Misses that front end. 48.5 to go here before halftime. Saunders with the second shot here. Ball is up. Did I miss something, Coach? Looks like she's shooting three.
The official underneath pointed at Ashley Cowdery, some kind of a lane violation. I don't know.
Now what do we got? So you saw a lane violation.
Yeah, or
so
he pointed at Ashley. I don't know if Ashley was stepped on the line or if I don't know, but gave her another one.
Sounder misses the next one. So good for your Spartans. 2 missed free throws there. They'll take the ball down. About 40 seconds to go here before halftime. Sparta trying to get a good shot off here. And we've got a hand check here on Kenzie Armont. Kenzie will go to the free throw line and shoot 1 and 1. And I believe, I don't have any stats here in front of me, but I believe Kenzie might be one of our better free throw shooters.
Yeah, yep, I'd say so too. And as I'm watching Spring Lake defensively, I kind of looks like a man, but they've got 2 girls on Kenzie every time. Kenzie kind of turns that corner. There's two kids there jamming her up. So maybe one of the adjustments Coach McCallum will talk about at halftime, I'm sure, is so if Kenzie's doubled, that means somebody's open, maybe trying to find somebody cutting to the basket. Or on the perimeter where we can get a couple easy shots.
No problem with those 2 free throws, both hitting nothing but net. Perkins does check back into the game for Spring Lake, which is surprising me with 30 seconds, but she's not in foul trouble. But maybe they wanted to do just that, get a good look, but unfortunately she's off the mark. Sparta comes the other way. Cowdery with the dribble. And she gets a foul and the basket.
Nice.
And we're going to get an old-fashioned three-point play.
What I really like about what the Spartans done the last few possessions, they've continued to attack the basket. We get the rebound down at that end and push it up. You know, Spring Lake's taking advantage of their size inside. We need to take advantage of our speed and our quickness and use that at our end.
Cowdery's off the mark there, Spring Lake. And Coach, just as I said before, if they could knock this down to 5 points, they're down by 5 points. 1 second to go. She's not going to get a shot off. And that will take us into halftime here. Your Sparta Spartans down to the Spring Lake Lakers at the end of the first half, 21-16.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Armok.
Hey, thank you, Armok Mechanical, for what, like 10 years of support?
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Well, thank you, Armok Mechanical Company, for contributing to the scoreboard on the new football field. It looks great.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok Mechanical, for all you do.
Our school system is truly the heartbeat of our community. It's important to all of us at Armok Mechanical to support our schools and community as a whole.
Our mission at Choice One Bank is to provide superior service, quality advice, and show utmost respect to everyone we meet.
Many people look for changes in their lives, whether it's buying a house or even starting a business. We at Choice One Bank will be with you every step of the way.
The thought of having superior service, quality advice, and utmost respect appeals to many people.
We are Choice One Bank.
Go Spartans!
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
There's no better way to understand the subtle differences in the quality of a product until you try it out for yourself.
The Kubota was very comfortable.
I did like how the Kubota felt more balanced and stable. Kubota's quality, I'll stand behind a Kubota tractor anytime.
Feel the Kubota difference for yourself at your local Kubota dealer.
Have you ever wanted to attend a volleyball game but was too sick to go? Has your boss ever spoiled your plans by telling you that your Friday shift at work will start at the same time as the kickoff for the last home football game? Have you ever asked your friends to join you in cheering on the basketball team later that night and have been disappointed by their response? There is another way to watch Spartan athletics.
How?
You now have the opportunity to watch the games live. Simply go to this URL. Sign up for the remind, receive a password, and you are ready. You can watch the Spartan teams as they verse their toughest opponents. Be sure to turn your volume up so that you can enjoy the conversations of the commentators, the halftime interviews with the varsity coaches, and the informative advertisements from your local businesses. And don't worry, if you miss a live stream, you can watch the recording of it on the Spartan News YouTube channel.
Flexo here. Today I want to talk to you about two new Tessa secure mounting tapes. Tessa has enhanced their secure foam tape line by adding two new products. It is the 52816, which is a medium durometer tape, and the 52814, which is a hard durometer tape. These two products complement the existing products, the 52818, which is the yellow, which is an extra soft foam, the 52817, the red, which is a soft foam, and the 52815, which is a medium hard foam. So the two new offerings give us a medium durometer in the 52816, purple, and a hard durometer in the 52814 with the green logo. So these two products should help complement your existing line and help you achieve your quality objectives.
Vanderwerf and May Builders Incorporated are dependable and affordable experts in constructing agricultural buildings and polyurethane closed cell foam insulation commonly used in the fruit vegetable storage industry. They have been the industry leader in post-frame construction and quality custom buildings since 1990. They provide complete project management and construction from concept to completion. Vanderwerf and May Builders Incorporated.
Van Hydraulics Incorporated, machining and fabricating, your industrial mobile hydraulic repair facility. When it comes to industrial, commercial, or mobile machining, fabricating, and welding, we are the authority.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kurt Lang, and this is my wife, Kelly.
I am the chiropractor and co-owner of Vibrant Life Chiropractic here at Knapp's Corner on the East Beltline. We're both 2008 graduates of Sparta High School, and when we were in high school, chiropractic changed our lives, and we hope that it can change yours as well.
We're very excited to meet you and your family and to serve you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Armok.
Hey, thank you, Armok Mechanical, for what, like 10 years of support?
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Well, thank you, Armok Mechanical Company, for contributing to the scoreboard on the new football field. It looks great.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok Mechanical, for all you do.
Our school system is truly the heartbeat of our community. It's important to all of us at Armok Mechanical to support our schools and community as a whole.
Our mission at Choice One Bank is to provide superior service, quality advice, and show utmost respect to everyone we meet.
Many people look for changes in their lives, whether it's buying a house or even starting a business. We at Choice One Bank will be with you every step of the way.
The thought of having superior service, quality advice, and utmost respect appeals to many people.
We are Choice One Bank.
Go Spartans!
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
There's no better way to understand the subtle differences in the quality of a product until you try it out for yourself.
The Kubota was very comfortable.
I did like how the Kubota felt more balanced and stable. Kubota's quality, I'll stand behind a Kubota tractor anytime.
Feel the Kubota difference for yourself at your local Kubota dealer.
Have you ever wanted to attend a volleyball game but was too sick to go? Has your boss ever spoiled your plans by telling you that your Friday shift at work will start at the same time as the kickoff for the last home football game? Have you ever asked your friends to join you in cheering on the basketball team later that night and have been disappointed by their response? There is another way to watch Spartan athletics.
How?
You now have the opportunity to watch the games live. Simply go to this URL. Sign up for the remind, receive a password, and you are ready. You can watch the Spartan teams as they verse their toughest opponents. Be sure to turn your volume up so that you can enjoy the conversations of the commentators, the halftime interviews with the varsity coaches, and the informative advertisements from your local businesses. And don't worry, if you miss a live stream, you can watch the recording of it on the Spartan News YouTube channel.
Flexo here. Today I want to talk to you about two new Tessa secure mounting tapes. Tessa has enhanced their secure foam tape line by adding two new products. It is the 52816, which is a medium durometer tape, and the 52814, which is a hard durometer tape. These two products complement the existing products, the 52818, which is the yellow, which is an extra soft foam, the 52817, the red, which is a soft foam, and the 52815, which is a medium hard foam. So the two new offerings give us a medium durometer in the 52816, purple, and a hard durometer in the 52814 with the green logo. So these two products should help complement your existing line and help you achieve your quality objectives.
Vanderwerf and May Builders Incorporated are dependable and affordable experts in constructing agricultural buildings in polyurethane closed cell foam insulation commonly used in the fruit vegetable storage industry. They have been the industry leader in post-frame construction and quality custom buildings since 1990. They provide complete project management and construction from...
So we're back here for the second half of the girls contest between the OK Blue Spring Lake Lakers and your Sparta Spartans. People are starting to continuously trickle in here into the gym tonight. I did see a post on Facebook that it's a free night for the Blue Crew. So hopefully we can get some of those guys going. And then, of course, the youth basketball coming in with their game jerseys on as well. Spring Lake will start with the ball on the sideline. Sparta down by 5, 21-16. Let's see it. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead.
Spartans coming out in that 2-3 zone. They're also on a 7-0 run right now. They were down 12-9, scored the last 7 points of the first half, and are right back in the ballgame.
Yeah, my comment on that was hopefully we can just continue that run that we had from the second half. So Sparta spreading the ball a little bit, running that again, that weave out front. Off the mark there, nice box out by Saunders going the other way. Sparta doing a good job getting back on defense. Kick to number 5 from the 3, off the mark.
Good block out.
Oh, Bella. Man, when you see somebody boxing out from the 3-point line, those are the little things, Coach, that you love to see by a player.
Right.
All the fundamentals, the tiny little things.
Because it's easy right there when a girl's taking a long shot like that. And kids even, they're rebounding hard. They go hard after the rebound, but if you don't block out, that shot goes over Bella's head and that girl ends up getting that. Paige Wilson is really doing a nice job. They're all over her, but she's not forcing the issue. She's taking care of the basketball, making good jump stops, great passes, and really helping her team out. Again, what I hope is when they're doubling her, they're doubling Kenzie, we can find that open girl, and when you say make them pay the price for doubling the basketball.
There's Paige with the ball, almost 3 on her at one time. There's Bell again, a nice physical play. Kind of trying to tip the ball back to herself. Unfortunately, tips it out of bounds. But again, you like the style of play, the aggressive style of play that Bella Valloni brings to the team. Ball trying to get it down into Perkins. And we're going to get another Spartan foul. It looks like it might be Cowdery.
Bella. No, they called it on Bella. That's her third.
And quickly off the bench, we see Boo Driscoll. Again, I thought she kind of went straight up on that, Coach, but those are calls sometimes that are 50-50 calls.
Right. A lot of times, we both know if there's contact and a girl's being aggressive to the ball, if it's questionable, usually the offensive player gets that call. I try to tell my kids, unless your hands are behind your ears, they're not gonna say you're straight up. So,
Spring Lake, who's been struggling from the free throw line, gets both of those to go there. It is now 23 Lakers, Sparta Spartans 16. Cowdery pulls up and pushes a 3 real quick, off the mark, just short. We've got 3 girls on the floor. We've got a held ball, should go to Sparta, and it does. Coach McCollum calling off his play.
I think Ashley Cowdery's going to play a key here in the second half because they're doubling Paige, doubling Kenzie. She might be the one that's going to need to get hot.
I think we're going to have a foul right there, Coach. That's a tough call. She was on the floor. It looks like they might have held a ball at the second. Spring Lake, I think, was able to rip the ball out of her hands, and Kenzie kind of went back to try to grab that ball and unfortunately got an arm. So she will leave the game. Aaliyah DeCover will enter the game. Kenzie, I believe, is at 3 at this point, Coach?
Yep, 3 fouls on Kenzie. And I know Coach McCallum was kind of talking to her, 96 feet away from the basket. And, you know, that's not the foul Coach was hoping she would pick up. But that's how Kenzie plays the game, too. So that's just part of it.
Got another foul here on Sparta. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough thing that you, as you mentioned, so far out from the basket. I mean, you can't just all of a sudden stop and think about your type of play. But that is something that you kind of have to think about a little bit, is that, yeah, I can't do anything out here. Grabbing the ball is not gonna really, I mean, it's gonna help your team, yes, if you do get it, but obviously the reverse effect is creating that foul.
Yep.
Spring Lake knocks that free throw down. They're 4 for 4 in this second half on free throws, and they extend their lead back to 9. Lakers 25, your Spartans 16. Big basket here. Sparta needs to get a bucket in some fashion. They've pretty much been shut down from threes, Coach. I believe 1 3. Was that Boo Driscoll early?
Yep.
Spring Lake, we don't want to foul here. Spring Lake with the ball coming down. Nice spin move there by number 4. I believe it's May Beich. Long range 3, off the mark. Not sure if that's the shot that Coach wants to get off right there. Running the court is the big man, Perkins. Misses the layup. Sparta with the rebound.
Nice catch by Ashley.
Ashley decides, I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So good job there by Ashley. Got a double high screen there. Ashley's going to go to the basket with a little scoop shot there. She does get hit on the arm, so she will go to the line and shoot too.
Again, that's good recognition by Ashley. You know, Spring Lake's picked up a couple fouls going to the basket like that on our end, or drawn a couple fouls. So Ashley then takes advantage of the way the officials are calling the game, turns hard on that corner and gets to the rim.
Ashley's off the mark there. Puts her head back, kind of in disbelief. Again, another good free throw shooter for your Spartans. And she does get the second one. Makes it a 10-point game. Spring Lake's getting ready to bring 2 new players into the game.
Britt Busen doing a great job on Perkins down low.
Got a 3 from outside, and number 4, Maya Beich.
Makes things really tough on the Spartans when they start to hit some threes, because then they have to go out there and not.
Well, didn't have a kick ball there, but we didn't. Spring Lake's running the floor. Sparta's got to get back, and we get the foul. That's going to be on Ashley Cowdery. What'd you see on that, Coach? Just Sparta not able to get back? Or
Yeah,
was this
not hustling back. Or I think they were hustling back, but just got beat down the floor. Right now, all the energy, it's all Spring Lake right now. They're getting the turnovers. They're getting hard to the glass. I was going to say, and making their free throws too, but I think it's the first one they missed this half, for 4 out of 5.
You think where this is you might need to try him out right now? Looks like Coach McCallum's going to let him play. Long range for 3, off the side of the backboard. Again, I think another quick trigger on that shot.
Right.
Spring Lake comes down, slows it up, down to the big. Nice pass, nice ball movement by Spring Lake. Another 3, and it goes. I think we might get a timeout here, Coach. Yeah, looks like we're going to get a timeout. Full timeout by Coach McCallum. I think he's got a few choice words to say to his Lady Spartans, who are down now 35-17.
Right, you know, so we were down 5, right? We had 50, was it 20-15, 21-16?
21-16, we're down
right?
by 5.
So we've scored 1, and they've seen a 14-1 run here to start out the second half. So the good time to call a timeout. Hopefully the Spartans can cool them off a little bit. You know, sometimes you think about now 18 points down, you know, how long do you leave Bella and Kenzie sitting on the bench? You know, you bring them in because you really don't want to play them the whole fourth quarter if you're down 20 plus going into that fourth quarter. So I would imagine we'll see them, if not soon, right now, in the next minute or two.
Obviously, that's a risk that every coach has to kind of weigh a little bit when they do have players that are in foul trouble. But having them not on the court can be counterproductive as well.
Right. The offensive firepower that those two bring really help the team too, and the energy. So I'd look to see them early on here after this timeout if they're not in right now, and they're not. He hasn't brought them in yet. So
as you see the Spartans again struggling to get a three-point shot off, great defense by Spring Lake. Should Sparta try to attempt to maybe do some things a little different? I mean, they don't really have that big to go down low to post up. But to keep the dribble drive going like we have right there, just off the mark by Ashley, but she will go to the free throw line and she'll shoot a pair.
I'm looking over at the check-in table, and there's Kenzie and Bella. So Matt's decided that it's time to bring those two girls in and get it done. Again, I just want to talk about how Ashley's so smart to go to the basket right there. The officials, both ways, calling a lot of fouls on both teams. So it's important that they continue to be aggressive, trying to get to the rim.
Ashley misses the front end there of that two-shot foul. She'll have one more to go. And hopefully, as Coach Shunnison is talking about, we'll have that Valone and I'm sorry, who just came in? And Armach.
Yeah.
Have a little mojo coming in from them. Spring Lake with the ball. Looking to get it down low. Nice defense there by, is that Bree? Yep.
Britt. Yep.
Spring Lake gets the ball back on a steal. Valone with a rebound. Off to Kadri, going the other way. Has somebody on the side. Oh, we do have a foul. That's a great pass there by Kadri.
Right.
Looks like Bree will go to the line.
Sorry, what I liked Ashley doing there, brings the ball up, didn't try and be Sports Center worthy or anything, came to a good jump stop, two-hand bounce pass, executed it perfectly.
As I watched that kind of materialize a little bit there, I was wondering this might be a good situation where you kind of pull that back out and kind of reset.
Right.
But that was a nice bounce pass, nice entry pass in to the left-hand side, and was able to create the foul. Britt misses the first free throw. She misses the second free throw. Spring Lake coming back the other way. Well, that's a nice hesitation move there. I think we got, again, Bella with a nice box out again. And we have a Spring Lake foul again. Bella Valone doing it on the boards.
Right, she does such a great job. She's not really tall. She is quick, she is athletic, and she knows how to block out. So those things are helping her out.
Big part of the game. Oh, that's a great look. Great look. Unfortunately, can't finish the ball on the other end. Cowdery trying to persuade the official there to give Spartan the ball. Right. I do believe that's the right call. I believe that, Ashley. But hey, doesn't hurt to ask, right? Sparta coming out in a press here.
Yeah.
It's like a man press. Is this her 100, coach?
Yep, this is 100. So
haven't seen this all night. I hear no fouls being yelled out. Boo Driscoll with the rebound. Sparta's going the other way. They've got numbers. Kenzie Armark. Boo Driscoll back out. Cowdery for a three. Off the mark. Great rebound there by Britt. Tries that little baby jump hook. She's going to go to the line and shoot two free throws.
So with Coach McCallum going with 100 here, kind of wondered how long it'll be before he maybe bring in Paige Wilson too to look to try and get some offense going. Looks like Spring Lake's got a new crew coming in here.
And again, there's their big number 33, Perkins. Britt hits the first end of the 101. Sparta 19, Spring Lake 35. And she gets the second one.
Nice to see you hit both of those. And again, when you're down, like we are 15 right now, scoring with no time going off the clock is important.
Those free throws can be critical. We'll see if Spring Lake slows the ball down at all. Good aggressive play there by Kenzie Armach. Little scoop move on the other end. That's number 24, Saunders again with another basket.
Spring Lake's doing a nice job of spacing the Spartans out and then taking it hard to the glass.
Crowdry looked for that. That was a great take to the basket. Knew that she didn't have a shot. Kicked that ball back out, but the shot was short. Kenzie with kind of the reach behind. That's kind of old school. I used to do that all the time, Coach. We got a long three there by Spring Lake. Doesn't really hit anything. Kenzie Armach going the other way. Bella out front as well. Oh, we have a carry call by Kenzie Armach. Yeah, I think she just got her hand underneath that ball a little bit too much. I don't think that was something intentional she was trying to do, but Spring Lake's going to call a timeout here with 57.6 to go in the third period. And Coach, as let's bring you in now as the Spring Lake coach, and you have a 17-point lead going almost into the fourth period. What are you telling your girls?
You know, I think the one thing that I would be talking about is we want to take care of the basketball. I wouldn't take my foot off the gas for sure. I think too many teams, you know, the football, they say you play prevent defense. The only thing it does is prevent you from winning, right? So on basketball sense here, you just don't want to force any shots up, but we want to continue to be aggressive. And on the defensive end, continue to be aggressive on Sparta's shooters. Don't let Paige get a three. Don't let Kenzie get to the basket. But offensively, to continue to be aggressive, continue taking it hard.
And where do we see our Spartans going on this, Coach?
I think the Spartans are going to try and increase the tempo. They're going to try and pick up the pace.
Got to stop that dribble.
Right.
Again, I think they might be getting a little gun shy with the fouls, maybe a little bit.
Right.
Bella with a pass to the corner. That ball's off the mark. Again, no. Spring Lake is just doing a great job with their defense, not giving any Sparta any open looks on those threes. I think that might have been a little quick foul there. Perkins trying to go to the basket. We're going to get a call. Is that on? That's on number 2. That's Aaliyah to cover. That's going to be her 3. Driscoll's going to come in. And here comes Paige, Coach.
Yeah. So both Aaliyah and Kenzie with 3 with 11 seconds to go on a defensive possession. It's a good idea by Coach McCallum not to have one of those girls pick up their fourth foul here with 11 seconds. Good work.
Sparta can get a stop. 3 for number 5, and she nails it. Something you don't want to see just before the end of that period. Ashley Cowdery with a shot way beyond the arc. Goes hard off the backboard. So we're going to go into the fourth period. The Lakers have extended their biggest lead of the game by 22. It's 42 Spring Lake. Your Sparta Spartans 20. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, 17-4 in that third quarter, where the Spartans, felt like we had the momentum coming into the second half, and Spring Lake took us right out. I think the one thing, Britt did hit a couple free throws down there, but we missed several free throws. We're going to have to take advantage of those opportunities. And every foul, the next one we're in bonus, so every foul now we're going to have an opportunity to score and to get ourselves back in this game. On the offensive end, we're going to have to make our free throws. And like you've mentioned a couple times, we have got to stop the dribble drive.
So as you say, Coach, the Lakers have 16 fouls, so hopefully Sparta can continue doing what they're doing, having Ashley Cowdery and company take the ball to the basket and try to create something, make something happen. And if you can get the clock to stop, and you can get some free throws, and obviously have to make the free throws, you can start chipping away at this 22-point lead. And again, 8 minutes to go. That's a lot of time in this game. I've seen it done before. Spring Lake's going to take the ball out of bounds. Girls have gone back into their man-to-man. Bella playing very, very aggressively, doing a great job keeping her hands off.
Travel.
We have a travel call,
call.
I believe. Yes, good call. Sparta basketball. Again, that aggressive style of defense, kind of getting up in the girls' grill. You know, maybe you don't get a steal, but you make them make a mistake.
Right, and I think the Spartans are really trying to, again, they're trying to increase that tempo. This is interesting now. They've given that ball to Bella at the point, which they haven't done.
I think Spring Lake girl here was.
Nope, actually
going to call
an
an offensive
illegal
foul.
screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Can you, Coach, for our listeners, kind of explain what an illegal screen might be?
Right, so on that one, they were trying to run, they call it an elevator screen, where two girls kind of pinch together right as Paige cuts through. And if you're cutting or if you're stepping in when the girl's trying to fight through and you're not set, that's a foul on you. So that's what happened that time with Britt. She's trying to close that elevator door. It just didn't get closed quick enough.
So Sparta still looking for their first points. Actually, both teams looking for their first points of this fourth period. Abby Perkins is at the line right now. Misses the front end of a two-shot foul. We have another lane violation. That's unique, Coach. Unfortunately, as we were talking, I didn't really see the play, if it was a shot foul or not. Sparta bench, I could hear him yelling 1-and-1, but she did take another shot because of a lane violation by Sparta.
It wasn't a shot foul. It was right there on the block. So I think that time they called a jump ball, but Spring Lake girl was laying out of bounds, so I think they're no jump. They're giving the ball to just Sparta ball, and Sparta retains possession arrow.
Sparta needs to get a quick basket here if they can. Just kind of, that's a good dribble drive there by Cowdery and a good kick out to Bella.
Now a chance to get to that line, make some points with no time going off the clock.
Ashley's missed that front end a couple of times here. Hopefully she can put this first one down and get that bonus shot. And she does. Both teams here with 17 fouls with 7:12 to go in the final stanza of this OK Blue Conference game. Ashley with the second one. Off the mark there. Spring Lake will rebound. Pushes it up a little bit, but not too much. Slowing the tempo down a little bit maybe.
I'm watching Bella guard 24, Saunders. She's just like face guarding her, not going to let her catch it. Picked her up full court.
There's a tough play there for Boo Driscoll.
Right.
I think she thought the girl was going to shoot, kind of went up, left her feet, and Coach McCullum is going to take another full timeout here. 6:41 to go in the fourth period. Spring Lake 44, Sparta 21.
Yeah, Kenzie's coming back in the game, and I think what Coach Cowdery and Coach McCallum now are talking about is I'm guessing they'll go 100. They'll face guard. They're going to just try and really increase the tempo to score, come back from 23. They're going to have to score quickly, so that's not going to be walk it up offense anymore. They're going to really have to get after it.
So you mentioned that, and again, we might have some new listeners here tonight, that 100 being that full court man-to-man press,
right.
Except I believe they don't guard the person bringing the ball or putting the ball in play, correct?
Right. So the girl, if the way Coach teaches it, and so I'm teaching my 8th graders this way too, the way they teach it is they put that girl in center field then, which just means they kind of, so if they try and throw a lob, that girl's there to pick off that lob pass.
And then all your other players are then in full denial, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Like the Spring Lake likes to use all of the time in the timeout. They're always a little late coming back out on the court, but we're back playing basketball now. 6:36 to go in the game. Coach is back in his flex. Britt with the dribble drive. Again, Spring Lake's has been playing great defense. Oh, and there's a great pressure defensive play by Cowdery. I believe allowed the Spring Lake guard to kind of slide their foot and travel there.
Right. But I didn't see it when they called it. I thought Ashley traveled before then, and they didn't call it. There's another one.
Another
Yep.
travel.
I've been impressed with Spring Lake's ability just to defend man-to-man. They don't see a lot of open shots. Every shot that the Spartans have taken tonight, they've had to work hard to get.
As I watch this flex offense, excuse me, Coach, obviously a lot of screens, a lot of people moving, either back screen, front screen.
Right.
But kind of what I do notice is that sometimes they're not really using the screen in a proper way.
Right.
So, which kind of allows whoever's guarding that particular person to kind of come on through with that.
Right. And a lot of times I know that when I teach this offense to my kids, I say we don't want to just exchange. We just don't want to trade places. You need to set your girl up and come off that screen. So what happens then when the defense starts to exchange, that's when the back door is open, and that's when those. But if you're not setting your girl up every time, you're not making the defense play honest.
Ashley Cowdery goes to the free throw line, gets the front end of a 2-shot foul. It's a 22-point lead here for Spring Lake. Got a double team out front, and we got a quick timeout by Spring Lake's coach. He didn't want to have a turnover there, so he had got his quick timeout. Spring Lake will have the ball on the sideline, 44-22 Spring Lake.
I like how the Spartans did a nice job right when that girl got across half court, got her to pick up her dribble, double teamed the ball hard, and then they took away the next two most dangerous passes. Made it tough. If you're gonna beat that, you're gonna have to throw a corner-to-corner lob pass, and hopefully the Spartans can recover from that. Again, I think one of the keys to tonight has just been Spring Lake defense. I think about, I think Paige got a 2 early in the game, but I think that's the only point she scored. Kenzie, I think, has maybe got a free throw. So when we think about those two kids as two of our top 2 scorers, probably, they've held them to, for sure, less than 5 points. That's a great defensive effort. And for the Spartans only to score 22 in a game. That's saying something about the way Spring Lake's playing tonight.
And obviously, Coach did a lot of look on film, studied a lot of what Sparta did last time. As you mentioned earlier, Paige Wilson kind of going off for 19 points. She's just been shut down tonight. Saunders directing traffic. They're going to kind of move the ball a little bit. Doesn't look like they might be looking to take a shot. Almost a steal there by Sparta. Looking for the double team there, can't get it. Dish back out. Dribble drive to the basket, and we're going to have another Sparta foul.
Nice job by Spring Lake taking care of the basketball.
That's going to be Bella Valoni. That's going to be her 14th foul, I believe, with 5 minutes to go. Coach, do you keep her in the game at this point?
I would. 22-point game. You have to look at it as are my chances better with her in or with her out?
Right. Combs looking down the bench there, but it looks like he's going to stay with Bella. Saunders with the front end of the 2-shot foul. Makes the second one, extends that lead to 24. 46 Lakers, 22 Spartans. There's a good take by Armach. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. That'll be the 9th team foul for the Lakers. Next one, they'll be in double bonus.
When our girls do a good job of setting up that screen like that time, and Kenzie going shoulder to shoulder off Aaliyah on that screen, right now Perkins is not stepping out and taking that on. She's staying behind Aaliyah. So if Aaliyah gets a good screen, Kenzie or whoever is coming off that's going to get a good chance for a layup.
Kenzie gets the second free throw to go. Struggling a little bit from the free throw line tonight, Coach.
Yep.
If I had to take a guess, I'd probably think we're about 60%. Long pass down to the corner. Spring Lake kicks it back out. Looks like they're slowing things down a little bit. Sparta with the aggressive play, looking for the trap. They get it. They get the turnover.
Over and back.
And we have an over and back call. That was great defense there,
right.
Coach.
And I really like, again, they got the ball towards the corner, double team the corner hard. Kenzie takes away the next most dangerous pass and is able to cause a turnover.
Nice move there by Bella. Takes it to the basket for 2. Thought about the 3 at first. Got the girl to jump on the shot fake. Yep. Just kind of dribbled her way into the basket. Got a great layup there for 2 points. Kind of the same play that Spring Lake ran last time. Brought the ball down on the right side. Hit the...
That's where we want to trap. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh, almost. Nice job by Spring Lake. Swinging the basketball, and that's the pass you want them to try and make, that lob pass from corner to corner. Spartans just weren't able to recover from it.
That was close to a travel, I believe. Yep, he did get the travel call. And again, that might be kind of not out there playing at game speed all the time, but Keep talking, Coach.
Let Doug replace his cord. Spring Lake brings it up, and again, the Spartans are looking in that 1-3-1 kind of a trap. The ball's up top. It's kind of tough to stop, but when that ball goes to the sideline, that's where we want to trap. Right there. There it is.
There's a steal. Counter the other way. She's got Armach on the other side. Behind the back pass. Up with the left hand. Basket. Assist Cowdery. Now, if Coach has got about maybe 15 more of those.
There it is again, right there. Oh, again, the Spartans doing a nice job. They're getting it, they're trapping it where they...
We're going to have a foul there on Kenzie. I believe that might be 4.
4 on Kenzie as well, yep.
But again, 3:01 to go. You leave her in, Coach, right?
Yep, oh yeah, yep. 21-point game, they're going to need all of it.
She's walking over. Is she... She must just be looking to take a breather down to that end.
Right.
Or
especially now when it's going to be an offensive possession, not really take her out. If there's a dead ball during an offensive possession, then they may. I don't think I would, though, because she's so valuable on the offensive end as well.
Right. Spring Lake gets both of those free throws, extends their lead to 50-27. Kenzie with the dribble drive there. Good look, good kick out to the far side. Ball goes off. Sparta, Spring Lake. Coach is calling 100. We've got Bella Valoni playing that center field, correct, Coach?
Yep.
Ball being denied. They get the pass in. Looking for that double team. Again, great job by Bella Valoni.
Sprinting back. That's one thing when you full court press like that, then you gotta, you're gonna have to D it up that end too.
As soon as the ball gets down court, you have to sprint and get back, and she makes a great defensive play. Doesn't give Sparta the basketball, but it gives them the chance to regroup and reset. Again, Sparta's done a great job on their big, number 33, Perkins.
I think that's 4 on 24 as well. And everything's double bonus. Everything's double bonus now for the Spartans and for Spring Lake. So there's going to be a lot of free throws here in the last 2:23.
Kenzie makes the front end of the 2-shot foul. Need the second free throws. All these free throws are critical at this point. And off on the second free throw. Spring Lake coming the other way. Kenzie getting over there quickly. Looking for that double team. I'm hearing 30, Coach. What is 30?
I think when he's calling 30, I think that's maybe that 1-3-1. Maybe that 1-3-1. And he's calling 30 high where they're trying to trap the ball close to half court.
Good look inside. Oh, tough shot. That'd have been pretty if that would have went in.
Right.
Again, Paige, not a lot of minutes tonight, but you know when you get her in the game, she's gonna play her heart out.
Attention all parents of senior basketball players.
PA announcer here at the game tonight is announcing for all senior parents, both boys and girls, to come on down to the court. We're going to have a ceremony, kind of sending off our senior basketball players, wishing them the best. Yes, we have a spring still to go. We have graduation to go, but it is an Ashley Cowdery with another scoop shot. 1:32 to go to game. It's a 20-point lead. And there we got a turnover. Love Sparta not giving up here, Coach.
Right.
They just keep playing hard. Kenzie's going to go to the basket. I think we might have a travel. No, we're going to get an offensive call. Offensive foul on Kenzie, and that's going to be her fifth foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I think sometimes, you can maybe make that a no call. Make that a no call. Kenzie goes in. They didn't foul her, but that's not really the one you want to. I don't really think she knocked anybody over, lowered her shoulder.
And at this point in the game, that's usually something that you usually don't get a call too much. Again, Sparta in that 100. They're not giving up. Minute 16 to go in the game. They're still playing hard. Ashley doing a great job. Again, I think a little ticky-tack foul there. Thought Ashley did a great job. I didn't see really any hands. But the officials have been calling that all night.
Right. I was going to say that's a consistent call. They've been making that call all night long. So.
Spring Lake's done a great job at the free throw line. Didn't earlier in the game, but started making them second, third, and fourth quarter. This is the second one there. Boo Driscoll with the rebound. We've got about a minute to go here in this last basketball game for the girls, and then we're going to go to districts. There's Paige from a long three, and she gets one.
Actually, it was Kenzie Holland.
Oh, my bad, Coach.
Paige out.
I see the long ponytail. I thought it was Paige. Well, good for Kenzie. Nice shot. And you said she is a freshman, correct?
Right.
Valuable playing time for some of these freshmen is only going to make this program stronger in years to come. Another free throw there by Spring Lake. I would love to see the number of free throws that have been taken by both teams tonight.
Right.
Quite a few.
Right.
Spring Lake gets them both. Sparta takes the ball out of bounds. 53-33. Spring Lake. Who's going to shoot way outside? That's off the mark. Spring Lake with the rebound. Coach McCullum is still coaching. Oh, nice steal there by Cowdery. That's a great move. Oh, those are the ones you want to see go in.
Right.
Oh, what a nice move. Kind of reminded me a little bit about Barry Sanders back in the day. She kind of moved one way. Still pretty good defense, but she did get to the basket and unfortunately couldn't finish.
Timeout Sparta.
Coach McCullum is calling a timeout here with 22.5. So, Coach, at this point, what's the timeout with 22.5?
Maybe he has a special situation that he's thinking about later on. If it's instead of a 20-point game, it's a 2-point game. Here's what we'd want to do defensively. So and heading into districts, I think it's probably just a time to practice that in a game-like situation. You try and create that in practice, but there's something about playing against kids you don't know and don't know what's coming.
Right. It's not the same as again. I know they'll do that in practice. They'll put time on the clock, but when you've got girls that you play with all the time, it's not. So, great observation on that. Let's see what Sparta does in this situation. They're back in their 100. I believe it looks like
this is more like a diamond press
Yeah,
this time.
I didn't see. They're looking for the trap.
Right
They
there.
got the trap, and the ball went off Spring Lake's leg. Oh, no, it did not. Wow, we have Sparta girls
I actually
disagreeing
think it
with
did.
the call.
Yep, and here comes the other
the
official
blue
to help
crew
them out.
are is kind of, and nope, it's going to stay Spring Lake ball. That's tough. Great defense. Got a push out of bounds here with 9.9 to go. Spring Lake's going to go to the free throw line once again.
And I think Coach McCallum just wanted to work on that diamond press a little bit, to take some time to just see what that would look like. This is how what we'd want to do.
And I've not seen a lot of games just this year, Coach, but I know that 100 is a popular one with them, but you said that last one was a diamond.
Right. And the difference is you can just tell because they're not face guarding anybody.
Right.
You had one kid, she actually had her back to the basketball in front, but then letting him catch that inbounds and then trying to double team that inbounds once it's in.
For teams that have scouted Sparta a little bit, maybe they've seen that 100 a lot, it looked like Spring Lake was kind of caught off guard a little bit with that.
Right.
That's going to be your ball game. The last regular season basketball game, OK Blue matchup between your Sparta Spartans and the Spring Lake Lakers. Sparta 33, Lakers 54. And we're going to stay on here for a little bit and help out with the senior night presentation and kind of make our comments here a little bit, Coach.
Yep.
As the girls are congratulating each other. And it looks like I'm trying to look for Mia. There's Mia. Again, that's got to be a kind of a tough one for Mia, but like you said, her leadership, her knowledge of the game. I mean, she's been playing for so long. I mean, I've known Mia. My daughter Brooklyn used to play with her. Again, just a great basketball player. A lot of AAU basketball.
Right.
Just a passion for the game, and she can bring a lot of that. And I think, after she starts rehabbing and kind of getting ready for her freshman year at Davenport, not sure what the plan is for her at this point, if she can recover quickly enough or if they redshirt her freshman year.
Right.
I think she can do some big things at Davenport.
Right. And Mia's kind of got all the skills. She's got good size. She can shoot it. And she can defend. She's a great shot blocker, and they're getting ready to introduce her right now.
Here comes Mia with her parents, all 4 years on varsity. And it looks like we are getting a standing ovation from Mia, not only from the Sparta crowd, but from the Spring Lake crowd. You love that sportsmanship. And her, the underclassmen are, again, they're going to be sorry to see her go, but it's another chapter written in her book and time to move on.
Mia had a career-high 25 points this season versus Holland. For her career, she grabbed 384 rebounds and scored 605 points, which moves her into 6th place on the all-time scoring.
The PA announcer is just announcing what we had already talked about with Coach McCollum, that she finished with 384 rebounds, but she also finished with 605 points, which put her in the 6th all-time leader scorer for the Sparta Spartans. He was also, Coach McCollum was also talking about, unfortunately, if she would have gotten to play, she probably would have moved up that quite a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mia Vandenberg.
I've met Mia's mom and dad quite a few times back in the day again when my daughter was playing with the team, and just again another an encourager of their daughter. And I know it's probably disappointing for them, but they were at every single game, again cheering on not just Sparta, but the program and what it's become, and she's been a big part of it. Now we're going to go into the boys. Coach, I know you've done the boys games, so if you want to kind of mention who we have coming out as seniors.
Yeah, so this is Chase Wilson. I coached Chase in 8th grade. Again, talking about how old I am, I remember when his dad, Drew Wilson, standing next to him his senior day. I was coaching here in Sparta when Drew was a senior, my second year in Sparta. Drew played for the Spartans, and I got to see him on senior day. Chase has had a great senior year. So athletic, so fast, been a great shooter. I know he was the athlete of the week, and he's done some great things. I also heard that the MHSAA has a $2,500 scholarship, and Chase was a Sparta recipient of that.
Very nice. Also got a great chance to play with his brother as a freshman.
Right.
How cool is that?
Right.
Our next player, Coach.
Hey, this is Hayden DeGraff, and we're a little prejudiced about Hayden because we teach with his mom. Again, Hayden, just such a contributor as a leader. I think about Matt Spencer and I have been doing the boys' games and talking a lot about the energy he is bringing off the bench. The way that he comes in, physicality, changes things, a fundamental player who blocks out, who rebounds hard, and he does kind of talk about all those little things, the dirty work that kind of makes Sparta a better player, better team.
Right, dirty work, and then doesn't complain about it either.
Right.
He's a man of very few words. He just goes out and let his play do the talking. Right. Coach, our next player.
TJ DeVary, and TJ's been, what I say, kind of broken this year. You know, he's been injured in hips and ankles and knees, but I've another one, he and Hayden together, even though they haven't started, coming off that bench and providing the Spartans with some energy. And as Coach Rourke calls it, his revenge tour right now as they're going back and playing the second round in the OK Blue. These two guys, Hayden and TJ, have done a fantastic job of giving the Spartans the physicality and the energy that it helped them be successful this second round.
It's awesome. As the players are coming out, the mothers have been given a carnation. Again, parents kind of unthankful job of toting them to practice in different places, and I'm going to let you go to talk about the last one here, Coach.
Sam Kurska. Sam came to us in 7th grade, I think, so I got to coach Sam in 8th grade as well. Just such a great kid, a good leader. Sam also, a lot of these guys played some football too, or ran cross, so but Sam, a leader on both the football team and on the basketball team. Great three-point shooter and a leader. And again, sometimes maybe not getting all the minutes he wished he could get starts, but you know, some of the other guys getting a few extra minutes. But Sam encouraging his teammates, getting after it, playing hard, and doing the things Coach Rourke needs from him.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
And here's a Sparta Spartans hand for not just the boys, but for me out there as well. Seeing, again, a standing ovation. I know when my son last game, I mean, it was tough on all the boys.
Right.
It's something that you've played for so long. But it's not done.
No.
We got another game tonight. We got districts coming up as well. And so there's a lot more basketball, hopefully, to be played.
Right. And I'm excited. It's kind of fun when a lot of these kids, Doug, you and I have them 4th grade, and then we get to maybe coach them or see them later on in middle school, and then to see them end their careers as a senior athlete. And we watch them become little boys, become young men, and now turning into men. It's a great. It's a thrill to get to watch them do that.
Fantastic. I'll be leaving you now. Coach Shunnesson's going to stay with Coach Matt Spencer coming up here shortly for the boys game. Again, the girls go down in defeat in their last OK Blue Conference game. They'll be starting districts next week. They did have a bye, and it looks like they play the winner of Comstock Park and Tri-County. So, again, thank you guys. I've enjoyed my time doing this live streaming, and I hope to see you more.